The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Now, can they get him a decent chance? They've scored! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Not the most accurate pass. Played back in. There's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has ended up in no man's land. Maldini spread out to the left. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had it taken off him. Lee Kang-in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the counter is on. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. Massaro, he's got away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Sneijder. And now the breakaway. Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. Berbatov might just make this. Now it's Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Gerrard. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Big chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Berbatov crosses, and he's there to clear it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! He's missed, but not by that far.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk. And he was quick to react. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space out wide. And the finish! Goal, Inter! And the the game is well and truly turned on its head. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Indonesia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a decent clearance. Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham goes short. And here's Beckham. Aimed into... Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's made its way to him. Yamal. And they can counter here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we are back on the way.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
A terrific header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Berbatov really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Schneider. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And he's gone direct here. Stood up well to him there. And it's Rijkaard. Threads one in. Van der Vaart, brilliantly cut out. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Massaro. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, just skips past his man. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, super ball! Yamal! Indonesia have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Great challenge, time to perfection. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Indonesia needing a change of fortune here. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Lee Kang-in looking to run onto it. That's a throw. That is a brilliant interception. Massaro. And he's picked it up out wide. Massaro. And the shot. And the shot! They've scored! And just like that, he's into double figures now. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal running with the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Out to the left it goes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Schneider. He's going for goal! That's a real chance missed.
Rijkaard fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And he's gone backward here. It's Gerrard! Oh, should have put that away. Azar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Van Dijk. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
It'll be a throw-in. Van Dijk. That's Rijkaard. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Just 5 minutes left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That has not gone well. Zanetti. Now it's Yamal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Berbatov.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That pass has been well intercepted. Great ball, and he's in here. Looking for the run. That pass isn't the best. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. And he's straight offside.
Substitution.
Inter Milan are making a change now. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Indonesia certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicked it back promptly. Hernandez, big header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Edmilson. Beckham. Hernandez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Pirlo. Great vision. Bale receives it in a wide position. Front-footed pressing going on here. Beckham. Vinicius Junior. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Vinicius. Yamal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Hernandez. Indonesia are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Van Dijk. And the pass is intercepted. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Pirlo. Now Davids. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Hernandez. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, really well played.
Cross goes in there. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he passes it long. Out towards the flank. Beckham. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Gullit. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. Davids. Now it's Gullit. And Edmilson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. In by Vinicius Junior. Picked out, and the shot! It's there! And that is goal number 20. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Mbappe, played out wide. Yamal is the key defender on that occasion.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Gullit. Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hernandez. Keeper has taken decisive action. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello everybody, and quick announcement.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Indonesia happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Distributed tidily.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gullit, and they win it back again. Beckham, and he's forced to go back. And it's Hernandez. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Berbatov! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Davids. And it's Maldini. And Edmilson. Gullit. Vinicius Junior. And it's Gullit.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Crosses it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great challenge, time to perfection. Beckham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Yamal has created one goal already. Gullit. And it's Bale. Davids. Now this could be a chance. Cristiano Ronaldo. Berbatov with 2 goals already to his name. And it's Hernandez. To Beckham. Hernandez. Yamal. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And he whips it in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Pirlo. And it's Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Pirlo. Hullet. Played out to the right. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maldini. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Into the last quarter of an hour.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Berbatov. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Strokes it back. And here's Berbatov. Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe. There's a shot. Can he finish? Gently done.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11, Berbatov.
Somewhat off
Number
target.
15,
Well, a
Yamal.
glitch with the rangefinder there,
24,
and evident annoyance.
Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's down to a simple
13,
miscalculation. No more, no less.
Coming on the field, number 21.
Now it's Hullet.
Cesaro. Number 9,
Oh, no joy this time.
Number 14.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Hazard. Number 2.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Substitution.
Beckham. Hernandez. Now it's Torres. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Torres.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Please
Well, the
turn your
look on the
attention to
manager's
the
face
screen for
says it all.
information
He
provided
knows
by
he
the
set his
local
attack
police.
up perfectly.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Manchester United against Indonesia.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership.
He's got tall. Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It
Gets his head on it! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Beckham goes short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Beckham with the short one. Yamal's cross. That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. And it's Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in space and looking for options. Big header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Indonesia really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Now, can they get him away? He's looking wide. Hernandez, a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar! They've scored! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
After 14 minutes is number 15, Yamal.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hazard picks it up out wide. Indonesia are seeing a lot of the ball and have a wonder. He's going for goal! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's found a way through. Dembele has got himself a free kick. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the return pass. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No, that's been intercepted. Vardiol. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Caicedo. Dembele. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Plays a sharp little ball here. Deep cross. Casillas claims it. Safe hands. It's Hernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, played right into his path. Dembele knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Torres receives it in a... Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that is a little undercooked. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Yamal, he's shifting through the... Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vinicius Junior. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely aimed pass. He's picked his way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vardiol. Vardiol drives forward on the overlap. And this is Hazard. Caicedo. Played out wide, back into the middle.
Minutes has been indicated.
And Mateus. Caicedo. Caicedo takes control of it and he's on the move. Chance! Berbatov. Vinicius Junior in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement today.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Hazard. Number 14, Kubo. Coming on the field, number 19, Neymar.
And we're underway again.
Number 24.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
So what can they make of this? Beckham. Hernandez. Now that looks a decent ball. In by Vinicius Junior.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's got away. And this is Neymar. And a chance! Against the crossbar. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Neymar. That's tidy. It's Neymar! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tries to play it through. And he's managed to get rid. He won't be happy with that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Doué, and it's made its way to him. Hernandez threads one in, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's found a way past. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. Neymar is onto this. And that is masterful defending. Oh, good-looking ball. Doué. Oh, that is Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. Into the last quarter of an hour. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Brian Robson, number 11.
Hernandez.
Substitutions
And
taking
it's
place.
Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. They've got to make this nice and quick.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to pass it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And this is Neymar. Real chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution.
Indonesia making another change here. Azar getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Thinks one through. Neymar.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super find. Neymar. Mateus. And this is Neymar. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ruben Dias concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. And that's that. Indonesia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been highlighted.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Indonesia.
So all eyes on HA9. This famous stadium, still very much the venue historically for football globally. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Shoots! He scored!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Torres. And they're quick to get it back. And this is Torres. And that has been clubbed away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Shifted upfield. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Icardi. Caicedo. Now he's off and running. Cherki. Feyenoord looking to pass their way through. Nice looking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Beckham to take it as usual.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
They've played it short. Feyenoord are looking to go forward now. And this is Icardi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Caicedo.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
There's the shot! Pinged towards the front line. Hernandez. It's Vinicius Junior. A good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Hernandez. Cherki.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lookman gets into some space. He's got away. Here comes the cross. And that has been cleared. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's intervened well there. Zanetti. Zanetti pings it across. And it's claimed by the keeper.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That has found him in acres of space. It's out for a goal kick. Zanetti. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Yamal. Cherki. Zanetti. And here's Torres. Nicely spread. Yamal. Zanetti elects to cross. Tries to get it clear. Good read, needed to be. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Massaro. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, nicely intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Massaro. Massaro! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Vinicius Junior. Played out towards the right wing. Back into the middle. Yamal could try cutting inside here. He's got tall. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again then.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Icardi. Oh, well played, well played. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Looking for the run. And that's put paid to a promising move. Cherki. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Beckham with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. In with the challenge. Beckham with the foul. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Indonesia still this single goal behind. Cherki. Icardi. And he's running through. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mauro Icardi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Guardiola getting this one clear. Can he get it through? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Has a shot!
The attendance for this match was
Just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, can he get onto this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And the shot! Forward it goes.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Jackie. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And here's Torres. Hernandez charging forward down that flank. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Indonesia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's shifting through the gears here. Played in deep. Keeper's dealt with that. Now this could be a chance.
Feyenoord surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Stood up well to him there. So, third corner of the game. Beckham goes short. Now it's Beckham. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Hernandez. Driving through the middle. And now the breakaway. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, can they get him away? Could move up a gear here. Turkey. Indonesia must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Rijkaard. And Guardiol. Hernandez. Looking to play him in. And that has left him in a heap.
Substitution for Feyenoord. Number 10, Ryan Cherki. Number 14,
Swings in across.
Number 17,
That has earned a reprieve
Thiago.
for the time being.
Number 5,
Gets a good foot in there.
Substitution
Indonesia
in progress.
really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Feyenoord have their second corner now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
No foul, says the referee.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. No, that's been intercepted. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And we come to you now with a quick request.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good.
Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Climbs up big! They've scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hernandez. And he's there to clear it. Well, they've got it again. Played out to the right. Zanetti. Bonatoni. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Hernandez. Olise. Dink through. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, what's he done? Howson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played. And they can counter here. Vinicius Junior on a charge down the left.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Robertson.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Beckham standing over it. They've played it short. Tries the Massaro! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. It's a pretty loose pass. Howson. He has found the way through. Real chance here. He's dealt with that really well. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That has been cut short. And here's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Played it. Header! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Indonesia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Massaro. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neatly clipped into space, and that is expertly dealt with. Played towards the front line. Now he's off and running. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. In by Vinicius Junior. Howson. Real chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Zanetti brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Van Dijk gets it clear. And it's Berbatov. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Takes a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's picked his way through. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Now it's Berbatov. That's a good ball out wide. Swings in across. And he's there to clear it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard.
Massaro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Massaro. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Zanetti. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Beckham. Massaro. And it's made its way to him. Crossed into the middle. And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't up.
And Berbatov! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Oh, important interception. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's in a great position here. Great vision. Good read, needed to be. Look at the space here. Berbatov!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Indonesia really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Indonesia have their third corner. Shapes to shoot! Indonesia get their fourth corner. Rijkaard gets it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Donatoni. Nicely weighted ball. And the finish! And it's come back out to him. Relentless! Just relentless!
And they are pulling clear here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 14,
Both
Rafinha.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Vinicius Junior.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Number 21, Masaru. Coming on the field, number 15.
And this is Kane.
Yamal.
Chiellini deals with that
18,
comfortably.
Hazard. Number 20.
It's a sharp
Kane.
pass.
Number
They've got to be
9,
quick moving this
Fernando
forward.
Torres. Substitution.
Yamal carries the ball down the right. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Oh, that's fabulous. Vardiol defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Yamal. Aimed into... It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Indonesia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Looking for the run. Zanetti gets over and intercepts.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Now it's Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! It's there!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defence.
And that's that. Indonesia perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
And a quick reminder today,
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Indonesia desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.